Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Microfrog, and this is another retro review. Today we are playing Dracula in London for DOS. It was released in 1988, and it's sort of a uh, board game meets adventure game sort of thing, based on Bram Stoker's Dracula, the book. The objective of the game is you have to hunt down Dracula and kill him. Pretty simple. And you have the game here. So the main menu, you basically have all the information you need. You can look at the rules. Each day is divided into 8 turns of 3 hours each, etc., etc. So one interesting feature of this game is because it has like board game elements. Multiple people, multiple players can play the game. So you can sort of divvy up what characters are going to be played by who. So this is the main area of the game. This is where you're going to do all your investigating. You're basically trying to find Count Dracula, and along the way you will encounter various enemies like rats, bats, dogs, things like that. You will also encounter boxes of dirt. I believe there's 50 boxes of dirt all around the game, and you have to consecrate them by putting a holy wafer on them. So if we take a look at the hunter status provision, so this is your party. You have various characters, and each character is unique in that some characters can equip things that other characters can't. Another thing you have to take into consideration is that all of the characters can equip 2 items except Mina, who can only equip 1 item. And Mina is also unique in that at a certain point in the game, she will be bitten by Dracula, and so you have to constantly watch out and protect her. But you have to then defeat Dracula in order to keep her from turning. The game ends when you defeat Dracula, or when all of your characters are dead. And so you could end up in a game where all of the characters are alive and you defeat Dracula, or some of them are dead and you defeat Dracula. And another thing to take into consideration is the points system. So certain characters will get more points depending on certain things. So for example, Van Helsing will get more points. He'll get points for each of the other characters that are alive at the end of the game. So here you have your provisions. You have equipment, animals, and sacred weapons. And Helsing starts off with a crucifix. He's the only person who can use a crucifix. The crucifix basically scares away vampires. The knife is, I believe, the only item in the game that you have basically an infinite number of, and that everybody can equip, and it's used to attack enemies, including Dracula. The lantern you'll need. If a room is too dark, you can't go into it unless somebody has the lantern, and you have to go into the room with the person with the lantern. The medical bag lessens damage taken by that character. A skeleton key is used by Dr. Seward to pick any lock. Turpentine is basically a weapon you use against spiders. Rat terriers are the same as turpentine, except uh, with rats. And then horses, Arthur and Quincy can only pick them, and what that allows you to do is after you leave a location, you can then quickly move to another location in the same time period. So I'll say we'll pick, let me think. Definitely equip that. Do turpentine to Jonathan. And horses to Quincy. Um, that. We'll cancel, yeah. Medical bag. Okay. And we'll go back here and we will take sacred weapons. Dracula may cower at the sight of the crucifix. Sacred wafer is used to sterilize Dracula's boxes of dirt. Wooden stake to destroy female vampires. We'll give that to Jonathan. Um, Rabies, okay. That's Arthur, I guess. And I'm not going to use Nina for anything. So you have to trace the Count's cargo. That's how you find clues and things. You can also investigate newspaper reports. Sometimes you find information out. Sometimes you don't. It's really kind of a luck-based game. There's a lot of luck involved. Jamaica Lane. So Jonathan, if I remember, he's got turpentine and a stake. Dr. Seward has, I forget what the, what, oh, that's the skeleton key and a medical bag. Arthur has the Wolfsbane or something. I forget. Okay. I think Quincy has a knife and yeah, horses. Okay. And we're just gonna leave Mina. Windows encrusted with dust and shutters are up. High-pitched creaking sound as the door slowly opens. Too dark to see. Okay. So, I thought we had a... We don't have a... You know what, I'm just gonna give that to Mina. Jamaica Lane, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes a policeman will come by and they may arrest you if you're trying to break into a house. So this next screen, this is the interior gameplay. As you can tell, it's all ASCII graphics. There's a remake for Windows 3.x that uses actual sprites. I couldn't get it to work. I'm having trouble getting like virtual machines to work because I'm not a very technical person. Best I can do is DOS. So you move using the number pads. And you can move as many times as you want until an enemy comes onto the screen. Okay, there's nothing of interest. Uh-oh. Wounded. Okay. There's nothing else to do here. The wharf, maybe? No clues found. You can visit Renfield. I'm not sure if visiting Renfield ever actually does anything. Mina is the only one who can trace the Count's cargo, so if she dies, you won't be able to do that. Lucy was first bitten by the Count while sleepwalking one fateful night near the ruin of Whitby Abbey. Count's cargo almost certainly came to England aboard the Russian ship Demeter. Shipping authorities, okay. Deal from Renfield, okay, we're just gonna rest. Customs officer. Eddington. Sleep and forgets about the entire incident. Check 50 cases of common earth. To a house in Chicksand Street. Okay. Stench is overwhelming. Cracked statue. So yeah, it's a pretty basic early DOS game. You can interact with items if you find them. Map of London with a dark X marked near the estate of Carafax. So those are the boxes of dirt. So I want to take Arthur because he has the holy wafers. Can you not go in there? There we go. So all you do is you, oh no, I don't have holy wafers. Okay. So that's why it helps to be prepared for anything. So you don't have to come back. So yeah, that's Dracula in London. There's not much else to show you other than maybe, you know, playing through to the end, but I don't really feel like doing that again. Um, it's funny because how much luck plays into the game. The very first game that I played, I ran out of time, and if you run out of time, the game gives you like one last chance, like one last ditch Hail Mary attempt at defeating Dracula by allowing you to just go to Castle Dracula and fight Dracula. And I had every character except Mina equipped with the knife, and I just kept trying to attack Dracula, and they kept missing. But eventually, Van Helsing was able to land a blow to Dracula and killed him. And I got like 590 points, and everybody survived. So I basically got a perfect game. First game. Pretty much got it perfect. Well, not exactly perfect because there are some other things I could have done to increase my score. But as far as the ending goes, I pretty much got the best ending. So yeah, that's Dracula in London for DOS. Um, it's not bad. It's a pretty fun little early DOS ASCII based adventure game. Um, that if you're looking for a good game like this, then I would recommend it. But yeah, um, should I do a rating? I don't know if I should rate. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Uh, so we'll do like out of 10. Okay, so out of 10, I would rate this maybe. I'd rate this a 7, all things considered. Um, because it's so it's so dependent upon luck. You could end up in a situation where the game really screws you over, which is not much fun when you're playing a video game. Having a game be so dependent on luck. Um, but outside of that, not a big fan of the sound effects because it's all computer sounds, you know, bleeps and bloops. But you can really only do so much. You could have only really done so much back then, so it's not as much of a problem. Um, there's some flaws with it, but overall, I think it's a pretty fun experience. So I would give it a 7 out of 10. But I thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.